Our Postgraduate Research and Innovation Symposium is an annual event, and this event is aimed at getting our postgraduate researchers to talk about their research. What we aim to do is get our postgraduates, masters and the PhD students attend a conference. And in many cases, our students cannot attend an international or a national conference, so we give them an opportunity here to showcase their work to a wider audience. Welcome everybody to the closing session, a closing ceremony of our Postgraduate Research and Innovation Symposium for 2021. We've come to an end of a very tiring 2 days, but a very exciting 2 days, and 2 days where we've actually learned quite a bit. I think we've achieved what we wanted to achieve. Part of this training is to allow our postgraduate students not only to perform laboratory experiments and field experiments and write those up in terms of theses and journal papers, but also to communicate their results to a wider audience, to a public audience, and to actually get their message across as to what they're doing, why they're doing it, and how it's going to impact society, the environment, and other facets of life. And I've been very, very impressed in the last 2 days. The quality of our speakers has just been outstanding. I attended talks, and I've seen some of the other talks as well. It just has been, blown away by, I've just been blown away by some of the research that's being carried out at UKZN, some of the research I didn't even know takes place. So very, very well done to all our postgraduate students at the master's and PhD levels. Over the last 2 days, you've shown us that you're actually worth your salt. And when you get your degrees, you actually now have a ticket to go out there and make your mark in the world. We started the day off yesterday by listening to a very inspiring talk by Professor Neil Turok from the University of Edinburgh. And he showed us that science is not just within our realms of the spaces that we live in, but that science is actually, reaching out into galaxies and universes. And he even spoke about an anti-universe, something that I never knew existed before yesterday. So, I'm sure all of you were also enthralled by that talk that we had yesterday to kick off our session. And it was actually nice talk to start the rest of the Postgraduate and Research and Innovation Symposium on. I'm also told that there was a very exciting industrial session that happened with participation from a lot of industries and students and people from industry giving their insights into what needs to happen in order for us to get a better society and how we can all uplift society together. So that was also a very interesting session. All the schools had remarkable sessions, and I've got good feedback from all the chairs of all the sessions. Everything went very well. And even today, we've had a glorious session in the morning. We started off the session looking at a memorial lecture for Professor Chris Buckley, who's been one of the stalwarts of the University of KwaZulu-Natal and someone who's flown our flag high globally. I think it was mentioned in that lecture this morning that whenever people went to conferences and they mentioned Chris Buckley's name, they always knew that Chris Buckley was a household name with regard to water and sanitation. So that was very nice this morning to kick off the flash presentations. And then the flash presentations was also very, very well done by our students. We've had a number of them come on and in 5 minutes tell us what they've been doing in labs and fields in the last year or two. And I think, it's very, very nice to see this kind of work being done by our students, and for them to put out what they're doing for a year in 5 minutes. I have to take my hat off to them. So that session was also very, very nicely done. So well done to all the participants over the 2 days. I wish we could give prizes to everybody, but we can't. But I want everyone to know that all those who participated both in the oral and the flash presentations, all of you are winners in my book. Everyone has done very, very well. And the fact that you've been chosen to present makes you a winner in itself. So very well done. You owe yourself a pat on the back. To start off today's events, I'm going to welcome Professor Albert Modi, who is the DVC and head of the College of Agriculture, Engineering and Science. And Professor Modi is going to give us some closing remarks for the last 2 days. So Professor Modi, I hand over to you.
Thank you very much, Professor Koorbanally. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Colleagues, to many people, it appears that we've been around for a long time. But again, to many of us, we wish this could extend to a whole week. As Professor Koorbanally said, we just cannot help to continue to enjoy the fruits of our research. We claim it to be our research, the research of our students. We are very, very proud of what we see as the leadership of the college. We talk behind the scenes about the challenges that we're facing, and we always cross fingers about what our students are going through. We recognize the difficulties that the students and supervisors are going through. We know that there are challenges. We are working very hard to make sure that those are mitigated. But I must say, though, that one of the things about COVID-19, the COVID-19 pandemic, is that it is teaching us a lot more than we realize, a lot more than we put in our books in terms of the lessons. In this particular college, for the past 2 years, we've learned so much about how to do things much, much better in terms of teaching. Research will always be done the same way. But one thing that we learned about doing research is the timing of that research, the time for people to come and do their research safely. Even though they are no longer coming in large numbers, we've been able to manage the situation in our laboratories, and people have become very, very efficient when they come to the lab to finish the work. When they go to the field during that short space of time that they are given, they do a very good job. And we are quite amazed that a lot of the research that was presented by our students here is already out there being viewed by the world, which looks at the quality of work that you produce, which knows that there's been COVID-19. And the first thing they look at is how well your data were collected under these circumstances, and they can pick up those things. So we are very proud that our students were able to go through all those difficulties. And as Professor Koorbanally said, to us, all our students are winners. We've been doing this for many years. When we started it as a college, we had a clear objective, and that objective has not changed. That objective was to make sure that the quality of a degree that we give to our students has been tested. Not all the students come to PRIS, but all the students are subjected to a similar environmental condition of being tested when they present to us. And we then select those that we can fit in the program. We wish we could take everybody, and we allow those to speak out and still continue to be tested. So that objective is still there. And every year, as I indicated, we are learning something. And whatever we learn, we use it to improve the situation. We share that information with our supervisors and our students. And every year we see an improvement because we see that there is a response. And this could not happen if we did not have dedicated supervisors who work very closely and very well with their students. And a relationship between a student and a supervisor is something that you cannot buy. It has to happen automatically. No one should be forced to be in this good relationship. In this college, we're very proud to say that while things are tough and hard and people are made to work extra hours, sometimes overnight, the relationship in this college between our students and our supervisors is excellent overall. We could not have done this if it was not because of the people who support our research, people who fund our research in terms of our students being able to come to university and do research, our students having access to high quality equipment in order to produce the results that can be seen to be trusted by the world and used by the world. We are in agriculture, we are in plant biology, we are in botany, we are in livestock, we are in animals in the field, we are in engineering workshops. Everything that we do has got to use high quality equipment. The people who are associated with us are making us succeed. Many of them are here with us today. Many of them have been with us every day since we started, and we are their partners. They've shared some interesting information about their equipment. We are going to get together after this and go back to them and say, we bought this one 5 years ago. You came and you said, we are now ready to buy a new one. You must wait for us knocking on your doors to get more information than the one that you gave to us. But we really enjoyed the interaction that we had with the industry during this process. We had people who agreed to be our judges. They did a very good job. They were not biased. They were doing their job based on their experience. I would like to thank those people. I would like also to thank the people who organized the whole event. And all these people are working in teams. Dr. Sally Frost is doing this consistently every day, every year, and there's no indication that she is complaining about anything together with her team. Her team is becoming better and better every year. And of course, as I indicated, COVID-19 is making them clever with respect to innovations such as technology for communication. I cannot overemphasize the thankfulness that the whole college and the university has to people who can provide leadership when leadership is required. That is Professor Neil Koorbanally. He's the champion of this. He came as a dean of research in our college and found PRIS happening. And when he came, he identified opportunities to take it up to another level, and he's doing that. He's not done. He just told us now that he's not done. Every year he's going to make it better. So I really would like to say thank you very much to you, Neil, for all your efforts. The Chris Bartley Memorial Lecture was touching. It reminded us of a man who dedicated half a century of his life to this university. And you do not have to look around to identify the results of his presence in this university. I would like to thank him posthumously, and I would like to thank everybody who has been collaborating, cooperating, and partnering with him, and all those people who believed in his work and did not only believe in his work, they actually took it from his hands and changed it into something that can be applied. Not everything that was started by him was actually made successful by him. Many of the things were made successful because in science, we challenge each other, and in challenging each other, we then come up with solutions that can change the lives. I can go on forever. I can go on for days. This is not my time. This is the time for the people who were presenting their oral presentations and posters. This is the day for people who were entertaining us and showing us some innovations. And mine is to just thank everybody. And I want now to hand over to Professor Koorbanally to continue with the program.
Thank you, Professor Modi, for those inspiring words. I quite like the way that you said, we do keep on getting better and better. And I think that's what a university is all about. And thank you for the support from the college. The college management has support all the way from the deans and heads of schools right up until our Deputy Vice Chancellor, who supports everything that we do, all the initiatives. So it's actually quite appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, before we move into what you've all been waiting for, and I think you're waiting to see who the prize winners of the different categories are. But before we go into that, I would like to give the vote of thanks first, and then we'll follow that with the prize giving. So an event of this nature would not be possible without the support of various role players. And these role players include the overall planning committee, which I headed up myself, the Moodle committee, coordinated by Ms. Nombuso Zondo and her team. Very well done, good job throughout the 2 days. The technical committee, coordinated by Sonali Jagat and her team, Samantha Ngongo, Smangash Letswayo, Becky Ntembu, including the technical support from each of the schools. Thank you for doing that. The social media platforms and websites, coordinated by Sashton Giraj and his team, Mtokosisi Mathi, thank you very much. The ICS Support Committee, coordinated by Vasu Chetty and Mpumi Kumalo, with special mention to Musa Antuli and Kurt Conning. We appreciate all the assistance that we've achieved or we've received in the last 2 days or so, and even before that. The ICS continuous support provided by Mr. Ray Mahadio and Abdullah Sharif. Thank you very much for providing that. The management of CAS, who secured funds for the event, as I indicated, we've always had the full support of the management of the College of Agriculture, Engineering and Science, and to this we are eternally grateful. To the other important people that have been, helping us in these last 2 days, the chairs and the co-hosts of the sessions, and the judges in each school, both internal and external, who have taken the time to assist with assessing the presenters. We know that you've taken 2 days out of your busy schedule, but we really appreciate it, and I'm sure that you've enjoyed it as well. But thank you immensely for taking that time out. The discipline of computer science, with the assistance of Soren Greenwood and Garth Combrick, who provided the venue and setting up of the equipment, which was used for hosting the 2-day event, the 2 dry runs that we had, and the training that we had. So thank you very, very much for that. And the public relations team, coordinated by Dr. Sally Frost and her team, Lena Rajpal, Sunatile Dludla, Moira Bolton, Christine Sionard, Asok Raja, and Mafusi Rapule. Thank you very, very much. You guys have did an excellent job and pulled this off again, the second year that we're doing this online. The full list of the names of each committee is in the book of proceedings, and you will find that posted on the PRIS website. These were people who have sacrificed the time and energy to ensure that this event ran smoothly and that we had a very eventful 2 days of talks and interactions. Now, like, if the committee can show your faces so that everyone can see who you are, and we can identify, you for the overall team. So if you'd like to show your faces so that everyone can see who you are for a few seconds. Thanks, guys. This is the team that worked behind the scenes, tirelessly behind the scenes to get everything right and to make sure that everything went well. I'm sure you've seen emails from them, correspondence from them over the past month or two. So these are the people that have actually pulled this through. So thank you very, very much. Although we had a very unprecedented 2021, and there have been a lot of problems globally, so I'm not going to even say in the country or in the province, I'm going to say globally, there have been a lot of problems that we've had. Our industry representatives still managed to dedicate time to session 6. That's the industry session, where they delivered informative presentations to both the UKZN staff and students. The industry session recording will be made available on our PRIS website, so you can go there. If you didn't have time because we're attending the other sessions, you can go there and catch the recording of that session on our PRIS website. Finally, I want to emphasize the importance of our industry partners, who still managed to support the CAS students despite the economical impacts of COVID-19. We know how difficult it's been for industry, especially small business and even business in general. Over the last 2 years, it hasn't been good, but you've come on board and you've actually come to the party, and we've actually, really appreciated all the effort that you put in. As a show of appreciation, I'd like to mention these partners who are also recognized in the PRIS 2021 proceedings and website. Our partners are Tukana, Alan Gray, Anatech Instruments, Anton Parr, Amisa, Apex Scientific, BBD, Box Fusion, Contour, Elsevier, ESCOM, Inkaba Biotech, KZN Department of Agriculture and Rural Development, KZN DARD, MTN, South African Council for Natural Scientific Professions, Thermo Fisher Scientific, LASEC South Africa, Metro, the National Research Foundation, the NRF, RS Components, SANAS, SANRAL, SASOL, the South African Council for Natural Scientific Professions, Whitehead Scientific, and Zoom. So very, very big thank you to all of them. You see there's a number of partners who actually came and supported this event, and we look forward to partnering with you for many more events and many more years to come. Thank you very, very much. Lastly, this event would not be possible without the dedicated efforts of the main organizer of PRIS 2021. I'm just a face here that you see all the time. And you probably see my name at the top, but I don't do that much of work, legwork. I just coordinate things from the top. All the work is being done by this wonderful team that you've seen a few minutes ago. But the main organizer and the person that keeps them in check is Mrs. Lena Rajpal. So she had a particularly difficult job of organizing a digital event this year and handled to assemble an entire network of teams in order to pull it off. So very, very well, Lena, you did exceptionally well. to coordinate everything and get everyone to work together. And for this, we thank you. Lina's passion for research and building relationships with stakeholders is echoed in her work. And she still managed to secure sponsorships this year, despite the companies trying to trim down as part of their COVID-19 response. She's an invaluable asset to the college with an unparalleled ability to bring the university and industry together. So we are grateful to Lina and her team for helping PRIS to grow from a meager 300 attendees to now we have well over 800 attendees annually. So a very big thank you, Lina, and thank you to everybody who actually contributed in one way or the other to this event. So we're now going to move on to the prize giving ceremony. And for the prize giving ceremony, we're going to start with the oral winners. And we're going to start with the School of Agriculture, Engineering, and Science. And the oral presentation, the oral prize for the third position in the School of Agriculture, Earth and Environmental Sciences is a prize sponsored by SAC-NASP, South African Council for National Scientific Professions. And that prize is a Western Digital My Passport 4 terabyte hard drive and Volcano Python series Bluetooth speaker valued at 3,000 Rand. And the winner of that prize, the third place for the oral presentations in CEAS is Henna Draycott. And Henna Draycott was supervised by Professor Green and Professor Cooper. So very, very well done to Henna. We'll allow people to clap after we've completed all the oral presentations. Well done, Henna. Moving on to the second place, and the second place prize in CEAS was sponsored by LASEC, and that prize is a Samsung Galaxy Tab A7 valued at 5,000 Rand. So thank you to LASEC for that prize. And the second prize in CEAS goes to Tristan Pillay. And Tristan Pillay's supervisors were Dr. Finch and Dr. Pretorius. So well done, Tristan. And the top prize in the oral category for CEAS was sponsored by KZN DART. And the top prize is an HP 15 8GB notebook with an Intel Core i5 processor valued at 12,000 Rand. So thank you, KZN DART, for sponsoring this nice prize for the first place oral presenter in CEAS. And in 2021, this goes to Biyosiwe Ngubani. Biyosiwe Ngubani supervisors were Dr. T. Ramokelwa and Professor Mike Lang. So very well done, Biyosiwe. And that's the top 3 prizes in the School of Agriculture, Earth and Environmental Science. Very well done. We now move over to the School of Chemistry and Physics. And in the School of Chemistry and Physics, we're going to start with the third placed oral presentation. And the third presentation was sponsored by Metrom. And the prize for the third place is a Western Digital My Passport 4 terabyte hard drive and a Volcano Python series Bluetooth speaker. And the value of that is 3,000 Rand. And the third place goes to Karusha Kalicharan, whose supervisors were Dr. Tishana Singh, Dr. Renee Street, and Mr. Ajay Basesa. Sorry, not Dr. Ajay Basesa. So very well done, Kurusha. The second place oral presentation goes to, the prize was sponsored by SAC-NASP again. And the second prize is a Samsung Galaxy A7 tab valued at 5,000 Rand. And that tab goes to Brandon Woolnecker. So very, very well done, Brandon Woolnecker. His supervisor was Dr. Mervyn Mudley. So we're now at the first place of the oral presentations in the School of Chemistry and Physics. And this prize was sponsored by Zoom. And that's an HP 15 8GB notebook with an Intel Core i5 processor valued at 12,000 Rand. And the first place of the oral presentations in chemistry and physics goes to Pooja Philip. And Pooja's supervisors were Professor Subbu Singh, Professor Holger Friedrich, and Dr. Abdul Muhammad. Very well done, Pooja, on obtaining the first prize. We're now going to the School of Engineering. And in the School of Engineering, the third prize was sponsored by Sasol, another Western Digital My Passport 4TB hard drive, and Volcano Python series Bluetooth speaker, valued at 3,000 Rand. And the third prize goes to Fakamile Ndlovu, whose supervisors were Professor Pratika Naidu, Dr. S. Babe, and Dr. Kuvaneshan Mudley. So well done, Fakamile. The second prize, sponsored by Contour, is a Samsung Galaxy Tab A7, valued at 5,000 Rand. And the second prize goes to Demian Mokanzi. And Demian's supervisor was Professor T. Workner. Well done, Demian, on your second prize. And the main prize for the oral presentations in the School of Engineering, sponsored by Sasol, an HP 15 8GB notebook with an Intel Core i5 processor, valued at 12,000 Rand. That prize goes to Matthew de Klerk, and Matthew's supervisor was Professor Akshay Sahar, also the academic leader of research in that school. So well done, Matthew, for your first prize in the School of Engineering. We're now down to 2 schools left. Second last school is the School of Life Sciences. And in the School of Life Sciences, the third prize, sponsored by Anatech, is a digital passport with a Volcano Python series Bluetooth speaker, valued at 3,000 Rand. That was sponsored by Anatech. And the third prize in the School of Life Sciences goes to Kainesha Mupana, whose supervisors were Dr. N. Mvubu and Dr. S. Senzani. So well done, Kainesha. The second place is an Inkaba Biotech Prize of a Samsung Galaxy Tab A7, valued at 5,000 Rand. And the second prize goes to Albert Myberg, who's is Professor Colin Downs. So Albert Myberg, well done on your second place prize, a Samsung Galaxy A Tab. And the top prize in the School of Life Sciences is a prize sponsored by Elsevier, which is a 15 8GB notebook with the Intel Core i5 processor. And the top prize in the School of Life Sciences goes to Janine Venkates, who supervises Professor Mognaveli Singh. So well done, Janine, for the top prize in the School of Life Sciences. I hope you enjoy your laptop. And the last school with oral prizes is the School of Math, Stats, and Computer Sciences. And the third prize, sponsored by BBD, is a digital passport hard drive with a Bluetooth speaker, valued at 3,000 Rand. And the third prize in the School of Math, Stats, and Computer Science goes to Olutosin Taiwo, who supervises Dr. A. Izugwu. Well done, Olutosin. The second prize was sponsored by Alan Gray. That's a Samsung tab valued at 5,000 Rand. And that goes to Mustafa Oloku Oba, whose supervisor was Prof. Celestina Veriri. Well done, Mustafa, on winning that second prize. And the main prize in the School of Math, Stats, and Computer Science, sponsored by Sandral, a 15-inch 8GB notebook with the Intel Core i5 processor valued at 12,000 Rand. That top prize in the School of Math, Stats, and Computer Science goes to Creolin Pillay, who supervises with Dr. Chinhamu and Dr. Chifurira. Well done, Creolin, on winning that first prize. Great. We're now going to move on to the winners of the flash prizes. And the first school we're going to tackle is the School of Agriculture, Earth, and Environmental Science. And the flash prizes are also 3 prizes, the first, second, and third prize in each category. In each of the schools, we're going to start with a prize sponsored by SACNASP, and that's a Smart E 20,000 milliamp power bank and a Volcano noise cancelling Bluetooth headphones, valued at 2,000 Rand. And the third prize in the School of CIS goes to Nazipi Nshanga, who supervises with Professor Procius and Dr. J. Slingsby. So well done to you, Nazipi. The second prize in CIS for the flash presentations, sponsored by Sandral, is a digital passport and a Bluetooth speaker, valued at 3,000 Rand. And the winner is Kiara Brewer, who supervises with Dr. Klulo, Dr. Sabanda, and Professor Mabaudi. Very well done, Kiara, on taking the second prize in the flash presentations. And the top prize in the flash presentations in the School of Agriculture, Earth, and Environmental Science, sponsored by SACNASP, is a Samsung Galaxy Tab A7, valued at 5,000 Rand. And that goes to Vasanda Nondlazi, who supervises with Professor Cho, Dr. Defenta, and Dr. Siben. So well done, Vasanda. We now move on to the School of Chemistry and Physics. And the third prize in the School of Chemistry and Physics, sponsored by Metro, is a power bank and a Bluetooth headphones, valued at 2,000 Rand. The third prize in the flash presentations goes to Vuyokazi Zungu, whose supervisor is Dr. Gumbi. Well done, Vuyokazi, on winning the third prize. The second prize is a digital passport hard drive and Volcano Bluetooth speaker valued at 3,000 Rand, sponsored by Inkaba Biotech. And the second prize for the flash presentations in chemistry and physics goes to Nikita Inalmal, who supervises Professor Brenda Mudley. Very well done, Nikita. The top prize in the flash presentations in chemistry and physics, sponsored by Sasol, a Samsung Galaxy Tab A7, valued at 5,000 Rand. This year it goes to Bethany Adams, whose professors were Professor Francesco Petruccioni and Professor Ilya Sineski. Well done, Bethany. So well done to School of Chemistry and Physics. We're now moving on to a combined presentations, because we combined two schools in the flash presentations, the School of Engineering and the School of Math, Stats, and Computer Sciences. So we have 3 prizes in that category. The third prize, sponsored by Box Fusion, a power bank and headphones valued at 2,000 Rand. That goes to Akhil Ramlakan, who supervises with Dr. Septian and Prof. Anambao. Very well done, Akhil. The second prize goes to, sponsored by Box Fusion again, and that's a digital passport and a Bluetooth speaker. The value is 3,000 Rand. Second prize goes to Dayton Tagwi. Dayton supervisors are Dr. Sanjani and Dr. Lagawa. So well done, Dayton, on the second prize. And the top prize in the School of Engineering and Math, Stats, and Computer Sciences combined, a Samsung Galaxy Tab A7 valued at 5,000 Rand. That prize goes to Calvin Wells, whose supervisors were Professor Derek Stretch and Dr. Justin Pringle. So well done, Calvin, on the first prize in that category. So just 3 prizes left. The School of Life Sciences, third prize was sponsored by Inkaba Biotech. And winning a power bank and Bluetooth headphones at 2,000 Rand is Clarissa Naidu, whose supervisors were Professor Singh, Professor Dua, and Professor Singh again, Professor Yoga Singh, and Professor Morgi Singh, and Professor Y. Dua. So very well done, Clarissa. The second prize, sponsored by Apex, Western Digital MyPort hard drive and a Bluetooth speaker, goes to Matomi Madilindi. So Matomi Madilindi, your supervisors were Professor C. Banga, Dr. O. Zisiri, and Dr. B. Dube. Very well, Matomi, on winning the second prize in the School of Life Sciences. And the flash presentation that was the best in the School of Life Sciences, sponsored by Whitehead Scientific, Samsung Galaxy A Tab, valued at 5,000 Rand. That goes to Sarisha Gangaram, whose supervisors were, again, Professor Yoga Singh, Professor Y. Dua, and Professor Morgi Singh. So very well done to that group. So the first prize goes to Sarisha. Well done, Sarisha. Thank you. And now we'll go on to the another category. And this category we've introduced this year. And we've had some meetings in our organizing committee for this year. What we've noticed is that sometimes we need the audience to get involved and to tell us, who made the biggest impact. And this year we introduced a prize for the categories that made the biggest impact in the orals and the flash presentations, both in terms of industry, the environment, and society. And we had a poll at each of the sessions, and this poll actually gave us the winners. So it wasn't chosen by judges, it wasn't chosen by academics, it was chosen by you. And you told us who made the biggest impact in each of your sessions, and you voted for them, and these are the winners. And I'm going to announce them, starting with the School of CES. And these are cash prizes. And in the School of CES, sponsored by KZN DART, with a cash prize of 5,000 Rand, making the biggest impact, is Nontokozo Mkwanza, whose supervisor was Professor Pardon Muchwanyerwa. So very well done, Nontokoza, to making the biggest impact in the School of Agriculture, Earth and Environmental Science. I hope you enjoy your prize. In the School of Chemistry and Physics, in the oral presentations, making the biggest impact, sponsored by KZN DART again, a cash prize of 5,000 Rand, is Charles Mapanga. So Charles, very well done. Your supervisors are Dr. Mtunzi Kufa, Dr. Yasira Ismail, and Dr. S. Manolo. So very well done, Charles, on making the biggest impact in chemistry and physics. The prize in the School of Engineering for the biggest impact was sponsored by Elsevier, and this was a cash prize of 5,000 Rand, and the prize goes to Demian Mukanzi. So Demian, well done for taking that cash prize and making the biggest impact. Your supervisors, Professor Wertner, well done, Demian. The person that made the biggest impact in life sciences, a prize of 5,000 Rand cash sponsored by SACNASP. In life sciences, that goes to Kainesha Mupanar. So Kainesha, very well done. Your supervisors were Dr. Mbubu and Dr. Senzani. And the last impact prize in the oral presentation, sponsored by Zoom, 5,000 Rand cash, goes to Creolin Pillay. So Creolin, very well done for making the biggest impact in math, stats, and computer sciences. Your supervisors are Dr. Chinhamo and Dr. Furira. Very well done, Creolin, for making the biggest impact. We then move on to those that made the biggest impact in the flash presentations. So within that 5 minutes, you actually enthralled the most people in your session, and they voted for you. We're going to start with the School of Agriculture, Earth and Environmental Science. And the prize of 3,000 Rand, sponsored by KZN DART, for the person that made the biggest impact was Lebosta Mwadzengeni. Lebosta supervisors were Dr. R. Mugandani and Professor P. Mafongoya. So very well done, Lebosta, for making that biggest impact. I hope you enjoy your prize. The School of Chemistry and Physics, in the flash presentations, making the biggest impact, sponsored by Sanral, a cash prize of 3,000 Rand, and that goes to Nicholas Rono. Well done, Nicholas. Your supervisors are Professor Naimori, Professor Matinsi, and Professor Kibet. Very well done, Nicholas. And in the School of Engineering, combined with math, stats, and computer sciences, the person that made the biggest impact, a prize of 3,000 Rand, sponsored by BBD. That prize goes to Taswald Mudley, whose supervisor was Professor Indresan Govender. Well done, Taswald. And the last prize of impact for the School of Life Sciences, a prize sponsored by SACNASP for 3,000 Rand. That goes to Sahejna Bantu, whose supervisors were Professor Yogesh Naidu, Professor Waidua and Professor Morgi Singh. Very well done. So give everybody a big round of applause for Thanks. Before I hand over to Sally for the lucky draws, I think we can allow, I don't know if it's possible, but can we allow the prize winners to show their faces? All the prize winners, if you can put your cameras on so they can see your faces. Lena, you?
Neil, it's not possible to do that as on a webinar, unfortunately.
Okay, we made them panelists, so yes, they can show their videos and cameras.
Great,
So
I see them all here as panelists. So.
Yeah, so we'll do a gallery shot of them.
Great. So if everybody, all the prize winners, you can come on and show your faces. We can just get a gallery shot of you for our website. Lina, are you getting this?
Yes. Thank you, Nia.
Thanks. I now hand over to Sally Frost to do the lucky draws.
Okay, thanks very much, Neil. I have the fun part of the afternoon, and I think you must all say thank you to Lena Rajpal, who, because she is such a persuasive speaker, the industry partners that we have just could not say no to her. So she's managed to get 11 lucky draw prizes that we will be doing now. So everyone has a chance to win. Having said that, it's not going to be random. We're going to be asking questions, and those of you who have good general knowledge and who are listening to the presentations stand the best chance to win. So for each prize, I will call on the sponsor who will read out the question, and then you must write the answer in the Q&A. And my colleague Christine Kuno is monitoring the Q&A, and the first person to write the correct answer will win. So I will read, the sponsor will read the question, you will write the answers in the Q&A. The sponsor will then read out the correct answer, and Christine will tell us who the winner is. Okay, so have your fingers poised over the Q&A button, not the chat, the Q&A, please. And I'll call our first sponsor is Elsevier, and we have Dineshri Mudli with us. Dineshri, are you here? If you can show yourself.
Hi, I'm here.
Hi, Dineshri. Okay, so Elsevier is sponsoring a Smart E 20,000 amp power bank, Volcano noise cancelling Bluetooth headphones valued at 2,000 Rand. Okay, so everyone have your fingers poised. Christine is monitoring. Dineshri, please read the question.
Okay, sorry, just give me a second. Okay, so the first question is, name the world's largest abstract and citation database of peer-reviewed literature.
Okay, so that's the question. I see Q&A is rushing in here. We're already up to number 10. Christine is monitoring the answers. Dineshri, what is the correct answer?
The correct answer is Scopus.
Scopus. Christine, who was the first person with the correct answer?
Hi, Sally. Lots of people knew that one, but the first person was Adeni Adebule.
Okay, congratulations. If you will take down the name, and you have a power bank and Volcano noise cancelling Bluetooth headphones coming your way. Congratulations. Dineshri, don't go away. Our second lucky draw is a Samsung Galaxy Tab A7 that is valued at 5,000 Rand. So have those fingers poised. And Dineshri from Elsevier, read out the question, please.
Thank you. On which database can one find full text articles from The Lancet? You can name the database where you find full text articles from The Lancet.
Okay, answers are coming in, not quite at the same speed as your first question. Okay, Dineshri, what is the answer?
The correct answer didn't, oh, there we go. Okay, so the correct answer is Science Direct.
And Christine, do we have a correct answer?
We do. That would be the first person who said Science Direct was Jeremiah Adedeji.
Okay, congratulations to Jeremiah. You have a very nice looking tab A7 coming your way. Well done. Dineshri, thank you very much. And thank you to Elsevier for those great prizes.
Thank you.
Right, we move on to our next sponsor who had their arm twisted by Lena Rajpal. And this is Tucana Solutions. And our rep from Tucana is Vina Rugbeer. Vina, are you here with us?
Yes, I am.
Okay, thanks, Vina.
Hi.
Okay, so
Okay.
the first gift sponsored by Tucana is a Bluetooth speaker, headset, and wireless charger valued at 3,000 Rand. That's a very nice gift. So have your fingers poised, everyone. And Vina, please read out your question.
Where did Tucana get the name from?
That's a tricky one. Okay, let me know if there's a correct answer yet.
Not yet, Sally.
Lots of
Oh,
I'm sure there's some desperate Googling going on in the background.
I'm sure.
Is there a correct answer yet?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Okay, everyone, you better get Googling. Where did Tucana get their name from?
Okay, we do have an answer from Ajit Sampath.
Okay, what is the correct answer, Vina?
The correct answer is a constellation of stars from the southern hemisphere called Tucana, spelled Tucanae.
I think that's something that people won't forget if they ever wanted that particular prize.
No, they won't.
Okay, congratulations. So who was the winner, Christine? Just
So
tell us
Ajit Sampath was the first person to say it was a constellation.
Thanks. Okay, well done to Ajit. Okay, our next gift is also from Tucana. This is the same gift, a Bluetooth speaker, headset, and wireless charger valued at 3,000 Rand. Okay, I hope you have your Tucana facts at your fingertips. Vina,
The question is, when was Tucana founded?
Lots of Googling going on. There we go. Is there a correct answer yet?
There is, Sally.
Okay, what is the answer, Vina?
2002.
2002, Tucana was founded. So they're almost 20. What's the answer, Chris? The winner, Christine?
So the first person to get that right was Nomagugu and Kube.
Nomagogu, congratulations to you. And I hope you were wishing for a speaker headset and wireless charger. Right, thank you, Tucana. Thank you, Vina.
Come.
Okay, our next prizes are sponsored by MTN. MTN, we don't have a rep with us here this afternoon, so I will read out the question. So I hope you all have your MTN facts at your fingertips. Your prize will be a Huawei MatePad T8 tablet. That looks pretty smart. Right. And the first question, have your fingers poised on the Q&A, remember, not the chat. When was MTN founded? When was MTN founded? Do you have a correct answer, Christine?
Yes, we do. From Musa Hussein, said 1994.
Okay, so 1994. Okay, some people are putting the answers in the chat. Please don't. We're monitoring the Q&A, not the chat. Okay, congratulations. If you are sorry that you didn't win that lovely Huawei MatePad, don't despair, because there is another one on offer. Okay, it's saying we cannot type on the chat. No, you mustn't type on the chat. You must type on the Q&A, please. Okay, the next MTN related question. Who is the current CEO of MTN? Okay, I'm seeing some answers. Any right answer yet, Christine?
Yes.
Okay, so the current CEO is Rolf Mupita. And who is our winner, Christine?
Oh, sorry, the names are jumping. So there's a lot of people who knew this one. It was Oluwatosin Mewomo.
Oluwatosin Mewomo. Congratulations. Right, our next prize sponsor is Innovate Durban. Okay, Neil is saying all prize winners will be on the panelists and cannot win the lucky draws. Neil, what do you mean by that? Please just talk to me.
I think the panelists that, or the people that are put into the Q&A session is not allowing them to write on there. So I don't know whether they need to leave as panelists and join the other session, or whether they can actually write in their answers as panelists.
Are these all the winners of the other prizes?
I think so, yes.
Your call, Neil. Is it fair
I'm just
to let
seeing
them
now
win
that,
again?
yes, maybe they've won prizes already, so maybe we can proceed, Sally. Let the other chance to win prizes.
Let's spread the love around and
Yes.
let other people have a chance.
So go ahead, proceed.
Okay, so Innovate Durban is sponsoring a design thinking voucher valued at 3,500 Rand. And the Innovate Durban question, where is the Innovation Collab situated? Where is the Innovation Collab? Right, I see some answers coming in. Is there a correct one, Christine?
I can't see one yet, Sally. I'm just... The answer I have is quite specific. First, there's someone who has got part of, yeah, there is one.
Okay, so the answer, the Innovation Collab, is situated in Koorbanally, Cato Manor. And who is our winner, Christine?
So Alicia Pillay says Cato Manor.
Okay, thank you. Well done, Elisa. 3,500 Rand voucher coming your way. Right, we move on to our next very generous sponsor, who is Zoom. Where would we be without Zoom? We certainly wouldn't be zoomed out, but we would also not be talking to each other. Okay, Parmesh Naidu is our sponsor.
Thank you.
And the prize is a Western Digital My Passport 4 terabyte hard drive and Volcano Python series Bluetooth speaker, valued at 3,000 Rand. Right, Parmesh, what is your question?
Sure. Name one use of Zoom in education.
Right, that should rocket up. Christine, surely we have an answer there.
We do.
Okay, Parmesh, what were you looking for?
There are 4 possible answers. It could be any of the 4. I was looking for teaching and learning, virtual classrooms, university comms, student engagement, or development.
Okay, Christine, who is our winner?
So we have Denisha Pillay was the first to say lecturing.
Right.
Lectures.
Well done, Denisha Pillay. Enjoy your speaker and hard drive. Right, we have another prize from Zoom. It's a HP 15 8GB notebook with Intel Core i5 valued at 12,000 Rand. I wouldn't mind one of those. Have your fingers poised, everyone. Oh, this is a nice, easy question. We're going to get a rush of answers again. Pamesh, over to you.
Sure. Name one product of Zoom.
Right, there goes the Q&A. Christine, have we got some right answers there?
We do.
Okay, Pamesh, what answer were you looking for?
Simple, the one we're on, which is a webinar or meetings or phone or chat.
Okay, Christine, who's our winner?
Let me just double check this one. Nolitando Aruwajoye. Hope I said that right.
Congratulations to our winner with a lovely notebook coming your way. Thank you, Pamesh. Thank you to Zoom. Right, and our final two lucky draws are sponsored by Sanrail. Dumisani and Kabinda from Sanrail, are you with us?
Yes, I'm online.
Great, thank you, Dumisani. So the first Sanrail sponsored prize is exactly the same. It's a HP 15 8GB notebook with Intel Core i5 valued at 12,000 Rand. So if you didn't know about Zoom, I hope you know about Sanrail, because now's your chance to win this wonderful prize. Dumisani, what's the question?
Okay, first question is, how many kilometers of national road network does Sanrail maintain? Kilometers, wow. That's the answer that we need in kilometers, not in meters.
I'm sure there's lots of Googling going on here.
Yep. The quickest fingers will win.
Do we have a correct answer yet?
Can't see one. They're coming in thick and fast. I haven't found a correct one just yet.
The people who attended the Sanrail session would have an advantage.
Yo.
Is there lots of lucky guesses going on here, or not so lucky guesses?
We have one that's quite close.
Okay,
close, it's not it. It's close.
That's not it. You want the real one. Okay, let's keep going. Keep Googling. How many kilometers of national road network does Sanrail maintain?
Yeah.
Surely we have a right answer by now.
Haven't seen one. Should I announce the correct answer? Then you'll see which is the closer.
There is one, Christine. There is one, Christine.
You found it. They're jumping like crazy. Okay, great.
Yeah, I think it's Dayton Tagwi, if I'm not mistaken. Just double check if that answer is correct.
Okay, Dumisani, tell us the answer.
The correct answer is 22,207 kilometers.
22,207 kilometers. That's quite something. Do we have a winner, Christine?
Close enough. Who's close enough?
Yeah, I'm looking for Dayton's answer. Sorry, there are a lot of messages.
His answer's wrong, sorry.
We have a couple that said 22,000, so.
Okay, which was the closest? And the first?
Yeah, there was a couple of 22,000 I saw earlier on.
So I have a 22,000 from Arun Kumar Surya Kumar.
Right. Well, Arun is our lucky winner. Well done to Arun. Right. And Dumisani, for the last HP 15 8GB notebook with Intel Core i5 valued at 12,000. This is the last prize for the day. So this is your last chance to be lucky. Dumisani, what is your question?
Okay, this is Sunrise food bursaries program. So name two things that our bursary program covers.
So two things SANRAL's bursary program covers. Right, there go the fingers. Do we have an answer?
Not one. I think
We have quite a lot of answers.
Who was first? Christine, give us the answer, Dumisani.
Answers is you've got your registration fee, you've got your living allowance, you've got your food, you've got residence, you've got study material.
Right, Christine, who was our first correct answer?
Okay, so the first person, someone said Sitembele Mieza was said accommodation and tuition.
Right. Well done, Sitembele. You can enjoy a brand new notebook. That looks very smart. Thank you very much, Dumisani. Thank you to SANRAL for those wonderful prizes. That's the end of the lucky draws. Thanks, Christine. Neil, I'll hand back to you.
Thank you, Sally. And I think it's an early Christmas present for a lot of people today. So very well done to everyone. I'm sure that you're going to enjoy your gift. The winners, please note that you'll be contacted by the PR department regarding the prize collection, and they'll tell you how and when to get your prizes. And I hope you really enjoy them. Comes just in time for Christmas. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We've come to the end of a very, very tiring, but very, very fruitful 2 days of 2021 Postgraduate Research and Innovation Symposium. We can now look forward to a good rest and try to do some good research so that we can come back in 2022 and put on a good show again. So please feel free to visit the PRIS website, pris.ukzn.ac.za, to access the full proceedings. And I want to leave you with the PRIS 2021 feel-good video so that we move into December, the Christmas period, with some high spirits. So the video will now be played, after which the sessions will close. So well done, everybody. You all deserve a big round of applause. And I'll see you hopefully sometime in 2022. Bye-bye.
Don't you test my patience, my mind is not sane. I'm beyond insane. Then bed, 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 Nakshi ukatel, kisi hafu sanyas. Shapatak like yadi boza. You'd swear I'm closer. Bed, 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 Nakshi ukatel, kisi hafu sanyas. Shapatak like yadi boza.